Hello, and welcome to Constitution Monday with Monday. Ratified on April 8, 1913, the 17th Amendment changed the way U.S. senators are elected. Before its passage, state legislatures selected senators, ensuring the states had direct representation in Washington. The amendment shifted that power to the people by establishing the direct election of senators through popular vote. While many saw this as a step toward greater democracy, constitutionalists often view it as a major change to the framers' design of the republic, one that weakened the role of states in the federal system and tilted power further toward Washington, D.C. The text of the amendment. The Senate of the United States shall be composed of 2 senators from each state, elected by the people thereof, for 6 years, and each senator shall have 1 vote. The electors in each state shall have the qualifications requisite for electors of the most numerous branch of the state legislatures. The original design. State legislatures chose senators. The framers intended the Senate to represent state governments directly, balancing the House of Representatives, which represented the people. Protecting federalism. This system gave states an active role in checking federal power and ensured that Washington remained accountable to both citizens and the states. Slowing down politics. By separating Senate elections from popular passions, the system aimed to create a more deliberative, stable chamber. Why the 17th Amendment was passed. Corruption and deadlock. Critics argued that state legislatures were subject to bribery, special interests, or partisan gridlock when choosing senators. Progressive-era reforms. The progressive movement sought more direct democracy and believed that popular election of senators would reduce corruption and make government more responsive. Public pressure. As calls for reform grew, Congress eventually passed the amendment, and states ratified it. Key features of the amendment. Direct election of senators. Citizens of each state now vote directly for their senators. Same term length and representation. Senators still serve 6 years, and each state still has 2 senators regardless of population. Vacancy process. Governors may appoint temporary senators until a special election is held, depending on state law. Constitutional republic perspective. Loss of state influence. By removing state legislatures from the process, the amendment weakened the state's direct role in federal policymaking. Expansion of federal power. Senators, no longer accountable to state governments, became more aligned with national interests and centralized policies. Shift toward pure democracy. While increasing popular participation, it reduced the carefully designed balance between federal and state authority. Erosion of federalism. The change tilted the system toward a stronger national government at the expense of state sovereignty. Supporters' arguments. More democratic. Advocates saw the direct election of senators as giving people a stronger voice. Reduces corruption. Popular vote was viewed as a way to prevent bribery and backroom deals in state legislatures. Increases accountability. Senators must now answer directly to voters, not just state lawmakers. Long-term consequences. Stronger central government. With senators less tied to state legislatures, federal power has grown significantly. Decline of state authority. States lost their institutional check on Congress, making it easier for Washington to impose broad national policies. Populism in the Senate. Senators have become more like House members, campaigning on national issues rather than representing their state's legislative interests. Enduring debate. Some constitutionalists and Federalists continue to call for repealing the 17th Amendment to restore the state's voice in Congress. The 17th Amendment was born out of a desire for more democracy and accountability, but it also fundamentally altered the structure of America's constitutional republic. By removing the state's direct role in selecting senators, it shifted the balance of federalism and helped accelerate the growth of national power. For those who value limited government and the original vision of the Constitution, the 17th Amendment stands as a reminder of how well-intentioned reforms can reshape, and sometimes weaken, the careful checks and balances designed to preserve liberty. Thanks for listening. This has been Constitution Monday with Monday. Stay informed, stay free,